Imagine waking up every morning with a weight on your chest, as if something invisible is draining your peace. Have you ever wondered why, even after praying, fasting, and crying out to God, certain people seem permitted to turn your life upside down? Here's the truth. The enemy doesn't need to invade your home with visible demons when he can send someone with a seductive smile and words sharp as knives. The narcissist isn't just a toxic partner, a manipulative family member, or a cruel coworker. They're a spiritual instrument, a modern-day Judas who enters your life with one mission: to destroy your faith, your sanity, and your purpose. What if I told you the Bible warned about this thousands of years ago? In John 10:10, Jesus says the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But what most don't realize is this: he rarely works alone. He uses people, people you love, people you trust, people who have access to your weaknesses. And when you finally see the spiritual game behind the emotional chaos, everything starts to make sense. There's a reason you feel so drained around this person. It's not just exhaustion. It's an invisible battle raging in the spiritual realm. The narcissist acts as an emotional portal, an open door that lets darkness feed on your energy. Have you noticed how, after an argument with them, your mind feels foggy, your heart feels heavy, and even your faith seems shaken? This is no coincidence. Ephesians 6:12 warns us. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. The narcissist may have a name and a face, but their tactics, manipulation, blatant lies, emotional exhaustion, are the clear fingerprints of a much greater enemy. They don't attack you head-on. They sabotage your reputation, isolate you from others, and make everyone question your sanity. And while you're busy defending yourself against absurd accusations, they're advancing their silent plan of domination. But here's the crucial difference between you and David. You already know how this story ends. God not only restored David, he humiliated Absalom publicly and irreversibly. And the same will happen to whoever tried to destroy you. Now listen closely, because this is critical. The narcissist feels no remorse. It's not that they won't change, they can't change. The Bible calls this a hardened heart, like Pharaoh's, who kept defying God even as devastating plagues rained down. Exodus 7:11 reveals a pattern chillingly similar to what you're experiencing. The more mercy God showed, the more Pharaoh rebelled. And guess what? The narcissist follows the same script. Every time you yield, they see weakness. Every time you forgive, they take it as permission. But here's the revelation that will shift everything. You're not just dealing with an emotional problem. You're facing spiritual oppression disguised as a relationship. When Jesus looked at Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan," he wasn't insulting his disciple. He was exposing the spirit behind those manipulative words. And that's exactly what you must do today. Ever heard of gaslighting? It's when someone distorts reality so often, you start doubting your own sanity. The narcissist is a master at this. They don't just lie. They rewrite history with such conviction, you end up asking, did I really see, hear, or feel what I think happened? Here's the most sinister part. This tactic isn't new. Satan himself used it in the Garden of Eden when he whispered to Eve, "Did God really say?" Genesis 3:1. He planted doubt, twisted truth, and made her question the Creator's goodness. And the narcissist in your life? They're doing the exact same thing to you. Did God really say? Genesis 3:1. He planted doubt, twisted truth, and made her question the Creator's goodness. And the narcissist in your life? They're doing the exact same thing to you. He wants you to doubt your memories, your emotions, and most crucially, your faith. Because someone who can't trust themselves will never hear God's voice clearly. But today, this manipulation ends. You're about to discover not only how to recognize these traps, but how to break free from them permanently. This is where everything changes. You are not a victim. You are not helpless. Even if the narcissist has convinced you that no one will ever love, understand, or support you again, that's another lie. Psalm 34, the 18th of December lares, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted." And if there's one thing the devil didn't anticipate, it's you watching this video today. Because now you know the truth. Now you understand the game. From this moment forward, every manipulation attempt, every twisted word, every absurd accusation will trigger your spiritual alarm system. You'll recognize the pattern. You'll see the schemes, and you'll respond differently, not with rage, not with vengeance, but with spiritual authority. Because you're no longer fighting alone. An invisible army stands with you, and today marks the day you start walking in this truth. Now you're about to uncover the 3 poisons narcissists use to keep you trapped, and how to counter each one. Confusion. Just like Satan did to Eve in Eden, they distort facts, rewrite history, and make you question your own memory. Ever caught yourself saying, "But he swore he never said that"? That's the father of lies working through them. Isolation. They cut you off from family, friends, even church, because they know a lone sheep is easy prey. How many relationships have you abandoned because he doesn't like them? Guilt. They make you carry the weight of the relationship's problems. You pray harder, try harder, forgive more, yet nothing changes. Why? Because they're making you bear a cross that isn't yours. But today, this ends. In the next few minutes, you'll learn powerful spiritual weapons to neutralize each trap. Here's the antidote the narcissist never wanted you to find. Recognize the real enemy. When Jesus said, "Father, forgive them," on the cross, he saw the spiritual force behind the soldiers. Pray, "God, open my eyes to the truth behind this person." Restore your boundaries. Even Scripture warns, do not cast your pearls before swine. Stop explaining, justifying, and humiliating yourself. Reclaim your voice. Psalm 40 says God put a new song in my mouth. Stop swallowing abuse in the name of Christian love. There's a difference between forgiving and enabling. This is the moment everything shifts. When you apply these truths, brace yourself. The narcissist will make one final move. They might play victim, threaten to leave, or even fake change. Don't fall for it. Remember, when Jesus resisted the devil in the wilderness, he fled. But Scripture says he left until an opportune time. Here's the ultimate secret. While the narcissist distracts you with drama, God is working behind the scenes. Joseph's story proves it. His brothers sold him, but God promoted him. When they finally bowed before him, Joseph understood. It was never about him, but God's greater plan. The same is true for you. Every lie they told, every time they doubted you, every night you cried, God recorded it all, and now He's about to act. If this message resonated with you, click like and subscribe to this channel. Your click helps YouTube show this to others trapped in abuse right now. Your choice today. Stay lost in the emotional maze or take the step of faith that unlocks your freedom, because your story's about to have an ending so glorious, not even the devil saw it coming.